All right, we are back in action for the fourth and final episode of Revamping the Neighborhood Singletrack. It's been almost a year since we've posted a video on this, and we've done a lot of work in the past couple days. So I'll explain what we've done after this next little time lapse. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, but now I'm just gonna get into what we've done to the trail since we started building around a week ago. So first thing I did, I went through the whole trail again, just like episode 3, and raked and picked weeds on the whole trail to make it look really nice. We didn't touch these rollers at all, but we did upgrade this little drainage right here. So it doesn't look that pretty, but it works really well because that, when it rains, gets really like filled with water. So that drainage was an upgrade. Up next, I guess you could say we rebuilt it. It was like really washed out and not good. So we kind of rebuilt this. Further down the trail we go. So here's the next feature we worked on. We basically rebuilt this whole entire berm from start to finish because dirt bikers riding this trail made a rut right there that didn't actually line up with that berm. So we had to bring the whole thing forward. We left the back the same, but it runs really good, especially when you're like committing at high speeds. So that's really cool, which goes straight into this, like, it used to be a roller, now it's more of like a little table jump, just really fun. You can do some like little tricks on it, but we kind of formed it into like to look nicer. We also added like a little lip, squared it off, and made this landing a little better. So we will go further down the trail once again. Okay, we've just gone a couple turns down from that little table where we built this little berm right here so you don't wash out, because it's usually sand. It's kind of hard packed now since we've rode it like in the rain, which really packed it in. That's the strategy we've used for like every berm to pack it in. We just ride it in wet conditions, and it's way better than just packing it in by shovel or foot. So we did that, made a little berm right here so you don't go off the track. We also like pretty much totally remade this berm here, ripped this giant stump out so you could lean over more to carry your speed better through this one. This one's pretty good berm. Might need some work on the end, may or may not need some work on the end. So yeah, that's pretty much all the berms on the trail. We've remade basically every single one. So now we will go over to there. So this is the old plankton jump, which we just came down from there. And when we came back, plankton was like not there. He was over there. So that's the coffin jump because there's a giant hole that will be in between the takeoff and the landing. And we found plankton in there. So we had to get him back in running order. We had to put supports on. And we basically dug the hole again and rebuilt that landing. And the trail is running sick now. Basically back to its former glory. Even better. But yeah, so the only thing we have left to do is to build this absolute monster of a finishing jump. Huge coffin gap. Here, this is why we call it the coffin jump, because there's this giant pit. It's almost like a coffin. Well, that's what people called it before we started building this. So, we kind of have to wait till a rainy day, or else we'll just be digging in basically sand. So on our next rainy day, we will build this final jump. This is a very exciting day. We have just 100% completed the whole entire single track, and this is going to be the first full lap on the newly built single track. I'm so excited. All right, let's go. So we come down, it's a straight section. Into these double rollers, into this berm right here, and across into this berm, and rail, a little style on that one, coming down a small berm, into this one, pedal hard, plankton, huge ending jump. Oh, that is so fun! Oh, that is so much fun! Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. That was so fun. I freaking love it.